are changing every single week here at Fishy Business. One of the things that's changing the most is that we're getting new stands, new canopies, and new tanks in every week. For the first time in 33 years of me being here, we've been able to do our own designs in the tanks. Now, you don't have to live with these if you pick out one of these tanks, but it gives me some chance for a little creative control in here and to do some things that might interest you. So as you look around the new showroom, every week you'll see new tanks come in here and new designs, and it's more the reason to come in to see what's happening at Fishy Business today. As I said, things are changing constantly, and so is what you're watching right now. We're going to the rest of the video. Let's see what else is happening in the weekly update this week.
Hello guys, François again at Fishy Business, and everybody knows I work for ELOS for 27 years, so today I want to show up a product from ELOS. So we have the soil here at the store. Very good soils, come from the Dolomiti in Italy. Very good for the pH and all these things for shrimps and plants. But what I want to show you today is more this. It's not medicine. It's enzymatic bacteria for your soil. You use 1 caps for every 15 gallons every 6 months. You put the caps directly on the soil, and that will be very good for everybody that have green slime on the bottoms. You see all these cyanobacteria and all these things. So ELOS Aqua Uno, we call it Aqua Uno. It's a bacteria and enzyme you put directly on your soil, not the same as the bacteria we can find on liquids, but these go on the soil and feed your bacteria directly in the soil. So if you have any green slime or red slime in your soil, that's the best way to do. ELOS Aqua Uno. They will be on the website fishybusinesssc.com. Thank you.
Hey y'all, it's Diana with your plant spotlight of the week. This week we're going to be talking about Java Fern. Java Fern is a relatively easy plant to take care of. We got a nice little bunch right here. This is one of the plants that you can actually glue to driftwood, rocks, and stuff like that. So it's a great plant to add on for decoration. Can get relatively big size, just make sure that we're dosing with some fertilizer.
Hey, it's Kevin. We have an amazing selection of freshwater fish and invertebrates this week for you. I have a lot of really cool puffers in particular I'm dying to show you. This is one that I'm particularly proud of. This is a freshwater puffer. This is a Mubu puffer. This fellow will possibly reach up to 30 inches in length. Very large freshwater puffer. If you are interested in lake Tanganyikan cichlids, I have an awesome selection of assorted TROPHEUS in many different varieties. Nice mixed bag of these guys. I have some beautiful flame Victorian HAPLOCHROMIS. These came from a local breeder and their colors are exquisite. Pond season is not over yet. We have some beautiful large SARASA comets. These beautiful red and white comets are already at least 6 inches plus. They can get up to about 1 foot long, possibly in your pond. Beautiful fish. If you were looking for a really cool, colorful, small cichlid to put in a semi-aggressive tank, KRIBENSES would be perfect for that. They're great tank mates to go in with barbs and other little nippy semi-aggressive fish. If you're looking for a cool community fish, these are CELEBESE rainbows. The males will get streamers similar to a threadfin rainbow, but not quite as excessive, but they are not nearly as delicate as a threadfin rainbow, so they mix in with most community fish very easily. One of my favorite starter fish that you can start a new tank out with, these are CANDYCANE tetras. They are one of the most durable of the tetras, similar to serpes and the such, so far as durability. Really good to start out a new tank with. If you wanted a scavenger for your outdoor garden, we have some Japanese trapdoor snails. These are a live-bearing snail. They will have plenty of offspring for you, but they also do a really good job keeping the muck off of the sides of your pond. They actually will overwinter here in South Carolina as well. Some of these new man-made hybrid cichlids are still some of my favorite, including the blood parrot cichlid. This is a hybrid between a gold severum and a red devil. They generally are kind of semi-aggressive in disposition, but there's always exceptions, like we've got a really large one right now that tries to bite you through the glass. See, he's kind of psychotic. He's trying to bite my hand. I love Geophagus cichlids because they're kind of gentle giants. Although they get relatively large for South American cichlids, they are far from being an aggressive South American cichlid. They usually will do in well with larger community fish, silver dollars, and stuff like that. These are redhead tapajos. We have in an amazing batch of South American puffers. They are beautiful. They are a total freshwater puffer. I still recommend doing them in a species tank because they still might bite your other fish, and they've got very sharp teeth. Do provide them with feeder snails periodically to wear their teeth down to prevent overgrowing. I have a pretty large POLYPTERUS DELHEZI. This fella's probably about 6 to 8 inches perhaps. Really great color on him. He is an apex predator, so be careful choosing tank mates.
Okay, so Living Learning 9612, you are the winner of last week's buffer that we showed in the video. So get in touch with Kat here at Fishy Business at 731-4004. Let's find out whether you've got saltwater, freshwater, discus, whatever it is you need. We're going to get you what you need. Okay, so how about this week? What am I going to show this week? What I'm going to show this week is the handy dandy little mag float, which Service uses every day and most of us around here. What's wonderful about it is that you don't have to put your hands in the water. If company's coming over real quick and you forgot to scrub the algae on your tank, or you're running out the door to go to work, you can still use this to get rid of algae in your tank. And it's fantastic. And I'm going to give one to somebody who says enough things in the comments that makes me want to give it to you.
It's Diana with your saltwater portion of the weekly update. I got in some cool stuff over the weekend, a lot of inverts from this invert sale, so make sure you come and check those out. This is somebody I don't get in it very often. This is a barred rabbitfish, and these guys can get up to a foot long. This also, the rabbitfish have venom in their top dorsal fin, so just keep that in mind when we're sticking our hand in the tank. As you can see right next door to him in a separate tank, we have a large foxface rabbitfish. Again, can get over a foot long, has venom on their top dorsal fin, and this one has absolutely stunning colors. Alrighty, this is something I have not gotten in a very long time. This is the flame hawkfish. Now, your hawkfish do not have swim bladders, so they're just going to kind of hop around from rock to rock. They're absolutely adorable. A fun fact about them is their eyes can go in different directions, which is kind of goofy looking and really adorable. This right here is an absolutely stunning wrasse. This is the checkerboard wrasse. This can get up to a foot long. They will eat your inverts and are kind of more on the semi-aggressive side, so make sure we're housing them with bigger bodied fish that can handle themselves. This right here is a CLARKII clown pair. These are an established pair. These guys are gorgeous fish. They're kind of on the bigger side, so just keep that in mind. Most of our CLARKIIs will be also a little semi-aggressive. Just keep that in mind whenever we're taking them home. These adorable, small, tiny looking fish are going to be the BANGAII cardinals. These guys came in relatively small, but they can get about 2 to 3 inches body. Their fins, on the other hand, can get pretty long, and they're absolutely stunning fish. This gorgeous gal here is the TESSALATA moray eel. This is something I got in last weekend. She is eating amazing. She eats silver sides, pieces of monster mix. For tank mates, we want to make sure there's nobody that can fit in her mouth in there, because she will eat them. Can get up to 6 feet in the wild, so just keep that in mind if we take her home. These kind of weird looking fellas here are your arrow crabs. That one right there that we just saw is a pretty decent sized one. These guys are going to eat bristleworms out of your tank, so they're really beneficial if we're having an issue, or if we just want to keep upkeep on that bristleworm population, yeah.
So, as I was saying, lots of cool tanks coming in. It is not too early to start thinking about Christmas and gifts and layaway and stuff like that. Different designs every week come in. Any one of the sales people here can kind of help you get a design together, or try to get something going with something you're thinking about. One of the coolest things, and one of the things I enjoy doing most, is something creative with aquariums, to make them not look like aquariums, to make them look like a piece of art in your home. And that's one of the things that makes Fishy Business different than everybody else. God bless. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here for the weekly update.